Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to F2Worlds, the place where I talk all things Final Fantasy. Now, by the time this video comes out, I will have already made some lore videos and uploaded them, but I think it's apropos for me to formally introduce myself. While this channel is called F2Worlds, I go by Enzo in the world of the internet. I am a big lore fanatic, and when I was thinking about what series to make lore videos on, there were a lot of options I had, but I had narrowed it down to 3 universes: The Elder Scrolls, Final Fantasy, or The Witcher. While I found the Elder Scrolls and Witcher universes to be quite expansive and I can come up with various topics for lore videos, I ultimately chose Final Fantasy because at the time I was playing through Final Fantasy X, so I decided to record all the cutscenes, battles, and organize them in my computer to be used for lore topics. So that's how I came to making Final Fantasy lore videos. However, if time permits in the future, I could be able to add another universe to cover and make videos on them. But that will not be for a while as I want to focus on this channel. I like to record and present short but concise videos so that the topic will be entirely covered but in a shorter amount of time. I try to aim for about 5 to 10 minutes per lore video. Despite Final Fantasy X being the first game I cover in this channel and being the first Final Fantasy game I have ever played, it is actually not my personal favorite Final Fantasy. Believe it or not, my favorite Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy XII, because of its battle system, game difficulty, and the storyline giving me the Star Wars vibes. And spoiler alert, it will be the second game I cover in this channel, which will be coming soon. Other Final Fantasy games I will be playing through are Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy VII, all versions, Final Fantasy VIII, and Final Fantasy XIII just to get started. Will I get around to playing all the Final Fantasy games? At some point, but let's take this one game at a time. I may perhaps even stream Final Fantasy XIV, or play it with some of you if you wish to play with me in the future, but these are just plans for the future, for now. Up until this point, I have created backstories and alternate timeline videos as the core content of this channel. For those who don't know the full concept of the alternate timeline series, I take a specific event in the covered game, change said event, and see how the outcome plays out in the rest of the story. Of course, I also make topics based on comments made on certain videos, and I already have ideas for future videos based on those comments, so expect those in the near future. For those of you who have commented on my videos, chances are I already have a video idea regarding your comments, so please continue commenting in the videos as they give me a lot of ideas for future topics. I personally enjoy seeing your comments either agreeing, disputing, or having various questions based on what I said during the videos. As the channel grows and progresses, I will commit more time to making more videos that you will find entertaining or educational. As of right now, I have created a Discord and an Instagram, the latter of which I will post various little tidbits of lore that I can expand to make a video. So I suppose you can consider it a sneak peek of sorts. But also join the Discord if you wish to engage in lore talk with me, whether it be Final Fantasy or other lore tidbits you wish to share or discover. Before I finish off, there are 2 things that I wish to address. The first one is, despite my videos saying I will upload twice a week at 50 subscribers, why haven't I done that yet? This comes down to my limited time after I uploaded those videos. I found myself having limited time considering my full-time work, so I was not able to fulfill that obligation, and for that, I apologize. In the next few weeks, I will produce the 2 videos a week as promised, but my standard schedule will be 1 lore video minimum a week, and I will ensure that I meet that schedule as I am seeing the rapid growth of this channel. And for that, I thank you for the support. If you wish to stay informed, be sure to follow me on Instagram or join my Discord to get involved. The second thing I will address is my roadmap for the channel. As I am starting up production for this channel again, I am currently working on a roadmap in terms of the future of the channel's content. Additional platforms I will be going into, such as Twitch, Twitter, and Patreon, etc. But I do have a roadmap for topics that I will cover at the subscriber milestones, which is currently shown here. I have selected these topics because I know that they will be longer than the average time I take to present other lore topics that I come up with. So these will be more special and hopefully entertaining enough for you to enjoy the video. If you made it to this point, you will now have an idea of what my plans are looking like with this channel. If you wish to support me for the time being, please continue liking and commenting on this, past, and future videos. And follow me on my currently established social media links to get extras, sneak peeks, tidbits of lore, and of course, consider subscribing if you are new, and enable notifications so you know when the next lore video is up. Other than that, this is Enzo signing out, and that, as they say, is that.